The story is told of a king who had just one daughter that he wanted to give out in marriage. And the king thought of the best strategy to pick the most qualified suitor. And the king came upon an idea. He thought that he would invite all suitors to his house and give them an assigned task. And whoever was able to best complete the task would be regarded as the qualified suitor. And so, on hearing the announcement, even married men and bachelors came. And even men from neighboring villages came. And the reason for that was simple. The incentive was huge. There was going to be not just the king's daughter, but a third of the king's personal estate and a third of the kingdom would be assigned to the qualified suitor. And so it was a fierce competition. And on the D-Day, everyone came, and the king took all of them, numbering about 1,000, to his personal swimming pool. And strategically placed in that swimming pool were 5 huge crocodiles and 5 alligators, placed from the beginning to the end of the pool. And so the king said, whoever can move from one end of this swimming pool to the other end would get my daughter as his wife. That was a huge task, and with their heads bowed, one by one they began to leave the pool. Out of all the 1,000, just 2 were remaining. And of the 2, one was hefty and muscular, and he pushed the younger man into the pool. And so the younger man, of course, had no choice but to find his way to the end of the pool. And he did find his way to the end of the pool. And when he came out, he was very angry, and he was just shouting, "I just want to know who pushed me." But the king congratulated him and told him that he had successfully completed the task. But he also told him something very important. He said that the 5 alligators and crocodiles were only plastic toys made to look real by my engineers. And so the king said, "You would get everything I promised you, my daughter as your wife, a third of my personal estate, and a third of the kingdom." Now that episode taught the young man a very vital lesson. It taught him that buried deep within the heart of every human being are potentials and talents which are yet to be explored. And sometimes it may take a push to unveil those potentials and talents. It also taught him something very important, that the word fear sometimes may mean false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real.